Hello, everyone. This is Alvaro Cortez Jr., aka Lance Danger, speaking, and I just wanted to do a third and final part of the sketchbook videos that I was doing for the month of August. That I was doing the main cast through the years of Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord. It actually went beyond the um, storylines that are currently playing in the webcomic, which is kind of fun in a way. It kind of, I hope, give people something to kind of look forward to. I ended pretty much like yes on the next to last storyline overall of the overarching story, and I just wanted to give like a brief refresher of the illustrations. This is the trusty sketchbook that I've been using. It was called Hot Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord Summer, celebrating the 17th anniversary of my webcomic. This sketch was a sketch I had already done to break in the sketchbook, and this was the first official sketch of Hot Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord Summer. Of course, Fred Peterson, and here's one of Jane Marie Jackson. Here is Cheryl Smith. Of course, John Gardner. And that was essentially how they looked like in book one. And this is pretty much starting book two. Once again, Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord himself. Jane Marie Jackson with a bit of a different look. Marilyn Luce, which is a character that's introduced in book two and becomes pretty much part of the main cast. Tom Blair, also a character that's introduced in book two that becomes part of the main cast. Dita Yolanda Gutierrez, or rather Yolanda Gutierrez, aka Dita, aka the Fabulous Rock, was introduced in book two. Here's John Gardner once again. Here is Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord, as he looks like in book three. Here is Jane Marie Jackson once again, how she would look like in book three. Marilyn Luce as how she would look in book three. And again, right now I'm on the verge of finishing book two, so this is pretty much how the characters are going to look like in the future. Tom Blair once again. Yolanda, aka Dita. Here's John Gardner. And here's Charles Richmond, who is currently Jane Marie Jackson's ex. He's kind of like a guest star, I guess you could call him, in books one and two. Like, he appears every so often, but pretty much in book three, he's going to become a major part of that story. And this is already book four, Fred Peterson. Jane Marie Jackson. Tom Blair. Yolanda once again, of course. John Gardner. This is Lynn. Lynn was introduced in book two as well, like towards the middle end of the book. There is I don't want to spoil it, but there is a twist to this character. She definitely becomes a bigger part of Warlord afterwards. And here's Fred at the start of book five. Here's book five, Jane. Tom, of course. Yolanda. And I don't really recall which was like the last one that. Actually, let me check that out real quick. Like, check out which sketch was the last sketch I had actually put up in August 31st. That's just gonna take a quick second. Yeah, I know I should have done this before I started recording, but what can you do sometimes? Alright, let's see, August 31st. August 31st. Okay, now I know which one. So these you've already seen in the previous videos so far. And of course this was Jolanda. And now this is the start of book 6. And this is a character that has not appeared yet. And I'm going to be very vague on purpose. This also a character. This character actually is to add some suspense. Actually has appeared already in Warlord. This is a character that is yet to appear. And this was the last sketch. Yeah, pretty much the last sketch that was done. I thought I had done more sketches. Sorry about the shaky cam all of a sudden. But yeah, this is the last one. I don't remember which ones that I did in the last video. So it was probably like the last couple of ones, really. Like probably this last stretch here that I didn't show in the other videos. So yeah, that's pretty much it right now. That's all 31 sketches from Hot Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord Summer. This sketch is actually one of my favorite ones. This one of Jane Marie Jackson. I'm actually thinking of light boxing this one and inking it, or just scan it and ink it digitally as well. Or probably both. I could probably experiment with digital inking and finish it there, and I could also probably do, just to not lose practice, traditional media stuff like using art pens and art markers and what have you. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably do both, and I'll probably upload it at some point. And this last one is actually one of my favorite, probably my favorite of all the sketches. This is a character that you have seen before. I'm not going to enter into spoilers. I'll probably do a couple of more sketches in this world of book 6, and then do sketches of book 7, which is the final story in Warlord. Honestly, I'm still debating if I am going to go the whole 7 stories, because again, Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord was a story that should have ended probably 10 years ago, to be honest. Yeah, pretty much should have ended 10 years ago. But as we all know, I've gone through a lot of medical mishaps and whatnot, so I haven't been able to update as consistently as I wish I could have. I would have loved to have ended Warlord on a high note, at least on a personal high note. Thankfully, I've retained many of the original readers. Every year I actually get to get new readers into it too, which I'm very fortunate and very grateful for. I really appreciate all the people that are either old or new, or that are just starting to get into it. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it, and it means the world to me that people are still reading this story, despite it being so chronically late, and again, not being able to finish it when I wish I could have finished it. But I guess there's another overarching story inside that story of maybe not making your first project be such a huge saga like Warlord has been, which has always been intended to be this huge overarching story. Though technically I did start with Nevermind, which was a smaller, more personal, intimate, autobiographical web strip. But I probably should have gotten my feet wet on something smaller, or maybe like a one-shot or a mini series of Warlord or something like that, and then get into it, but you know what they say about hindsight anyway. Let me see if there's any other sketch real quick that speaks to me. I actually really like this sketch of this unnamed character, unspecified character. I just like Fred's expression, like a WTF expression he has on that sketch. I absolutely love Lynn. I really love that sketch of hers. I actually really like how dynamic this sketch of Tom came out. This is another one of those sketches that I'll probably touch up and ink to do into like a proper pinup or something like that, promotional art. The same with this one of Jane typing away on her cell phone. Like, it's nice to do these kind of low-key slice of life sketches with them. Like, I used to do a lot of these sketches a lot before I actually started writing the stories, which helped me kind of visualize how their characters would turn out to be to an extent. I actually really like this sketch of Cheryl as well. This I'm definitely probably going to ink and use for like promotional material. Anyway, I just wanted to give a good end cap to, you know, the whole hot Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord summer sketches that I had been doing and not leave people hanging on, yes, the 2 videos showing like the first like 14 or so sketches and, you know, show the rest of them, you know. So yeah, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And once again, if you've been following my story, if you've been following me on YouTube even for so long, I've been a long time on YouTube as well. And the channel keeps growing. I want to thank everyone again that's supported me one way or the other. And yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you next time.